Hello and welcome. I'm going to have a go at making some paper flowers. I've not made this particular style before, and the ones I've seen people make of this style, it's been either a 4-petal or a 6-petal flower punch because of the way you need to fold it. So it's been a bit tricky folding a 5-petal because I only have a 5-petal flower punch. And I'll just show you how I folded it. Basically, I went down in each section for 3 folds to get a bend happening, and then I just attempted to create a concertina fold of some kind. It is causing a bit of tearing, so I'm hoping they're going to hold up to the treatment that this technique is going to use because yeah, I don't have a 4 or a 6-petal flower punch. So the next step is your chosen ink color to do the edges of the tops of all the petals. The person did use distress ink. Well, every tutorial I've seen they use distress ink, but my distress ink in this color is down at my daughter's house, so I'm having to make do with an ink pad that I'm not sure is actually going to work. It may do. So after you've got plenty of ink in, you dip it in water to get the ink running, and you squeeze it to get the ink to run down into your petals. I may have put way too much ink in that, but anyway, so that you get this sort of flow of ink happening down in there. Need a bit in the center. Right, and then they dried them with paper towel. They basically put them in the paper towel and they just press them to squeeze out all the excess. Put them aside for a bit while I work on the next one. So I'm doing 2 flowers with 3 lots of petals. So, because I just need some flowers that are going to suit this Counterfit Kit Club kit that I'm doing this month. So as you can see, I'm going to get very inky fingers. Hoping these will turn out well. I couldn't get mustard yellow stamens at the shop when I went to pick them up today, so I got some nice light pink ones to go with the colour scheme of the Counterfit Kit Club this month. So they should work nicely. Unfortunately, I'm thinking because of my hand strength issues that I might not get as good a results as the other people whose videos I've watched. I'll try and find those videos and link them in my description. My crocodiles down at my daughter's house as well, because she was doing a lot of projects that needed that, so I haven't got my crocodile to punch a proper hole in the middle, so I just used the pointy end of my scissors. So I haven't got a nice round hole, so that might tear when I'm putting the stamens in. We're going to just have to see how that goes. I just thought with that particular shade of blue I might get a really nice result, that we might get something close to what's in that gorgeous paper that Counterfit Kit Club has chosen to use this month. We shall see how it goes. So the next step in the videos that I looked at was to sort of crumple your petals a bit, like so. I'm working off memory at the moment, and I only actually watched one tutorial all the way through, so let's hope I get it right. I'm sure whatever I get will work nicely. And then from memory, she grabbed her petals and she sort of gave them I might just do it with my fingers instead of my tweezers. Just sort of bend the ends down like that. I'm just going to give them a wee bit of a dry, and now we shall try and unfold them without destroying them. hope that they hold their shape. Oh, it looks so pretty. I'm so happy with that. It looks so pretty. Trying to make sure that I don't damage anything. They definitely need more drying time. They're still too wet. Trying to make sure that I don't damage anything. They definitely need more drying time. They're still too wet. This is the craft sheet that I got off eBay for $3. It's not fantastic compared to the Ranger one, but it does the job. Not all of them are perfect, but you know, flowers aren't perfect in the real world, and of course you don't get blue flowers in the real world, but I like imperfections in my paper flowers because that's just the way they should be. Flowers shouldn't be perfect. The imperfections are what makes them beautiful. Figuring out how this one's folded, there we go. Don't they look pretty, the way the colours have gone? I'm so glad that the Close to My Heart ink worked for this. Oh, this one's even wetter. Nerve-wracking. Really hoping I don't rip it, because at this rate it looks like I might actually get 2 full flowers out of this. Now I have to dry them properly. Actually, I think I only watched one video for this type of flower. Yeah, I think that one's dry enough. That one feels dry enough. Okay, so what one's my prettiest one to be a top layer? Maybe this one. Not used stamens in any of my handmade flowers before because I just didn't get around to using them, so this will be interesting. So I just twisted it and poked it through the first layer, and then I twist it again, and now it's time for the second layer, and this is the one that isn't quite dry. I probably should dry it some more. And twist again so that you get a nice sort of point with your ends of your stamens to be able to poke them through. Oh, my camera doesn't want to focus on it. There'll be photos up on my blog if that helps. If you want to see a clearer shot of what they look like. I'm just going to adjust the stamens a bit to make it look a bit, give them a bit of length, I think. Maybe I should have put more stamens in. So what I might do, I might just use a scrap of paper on the back to sort of fix everything. And I've got one of those flower punches that didn't punch quite properly, so I'm just going to snip a petal off and put it on the back to sort of hold everything in place, because it is starting to tear. So I'm actually going to be a bit excessive with my glossy accents at this point because of that tear. I want it to hold. Just holding it to get it to stay in place for a bit. So here are my flowers for my Counterfit Kit challenge. Hope you enjoyed that. Thank you for watching.